have to use the topicals. You don't have to have all these other treatments. If you are, you can certainly use it in conjunction with, but you don't need to.
So if you're buying anything from the chemist on the high street, you can use the no-no skin treatment alongside. If you are on anything perhaps a little bit more intense from the doctor, my suggestion, as always, would be pick up the unit, take the box, the instructions, the charger, by the way, it charges it overnight for its first use for you. Take that with you, and it explains about what that technology is, and then you can double check with your doctor just for that real security blanket for you. But let's head to the phones. I mentioned actually that we had allowed the no-no skin treatment to go out to some of our QVC panel, let's just say, our chance before today's special value to see what they found about it and the kind of comments. Now, we're very lucky this morning to say good morning to Francis, who I believe you've had this in your family and your daughter's been using it. Am I right, Francis? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Can you tell us, in your experience, because Jennifer obviously is very, very au fait with this product, uses it, thinks it's fantastic. It's new to me, but you've had a chance to use it. How have you been finding it?
It's fantastic, Claire. It's everything you're saying it is.
Is it?
I mean, my daughter's had wonderful results. Instant, as you say.
Yeah. So, okay, face, back, where's she been able to use it on her body?
She's just used it on her chin, because that's where she's got a problem at the moment.
Right, okay. And once you've got one, you tend to, because you fiddle and pick, and you tend to spread, don't you, all that bacteria.
Yes.
So,
I didn't want to say that, because it's not a very nice thing to say on air. But that is what happens, isn't it? Yes.
We're airing our dirty washing, though.
Oh, I know. I'm sure I know all my acne, my pimples. It's great.
So the people that are watching and thinking, I've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, can I know within that time that it's going to work? How did Genevieve find it?
Yes, you will. I mean, you'll know, as Jennifer said, you will see it instantly. Her spots went down immediately. Yeah. There was no raising of the skin.
Gosh.
It definitely was, Claire. It was absolutely marvellous.
And isn't it great, because as they go down, then you're eliminating the swelling and then the potential scarring. It's great. Of course,
because your skin's not being stressed by the woof that's coming out and then going down again, or living in there. Sometimes I think if you don't get rid of them, they live in there till the next time they decide to come and swell up a little bit more. So it's a fantastic idea. As far as, you know, the ease of using it as well, was she able to use it really straightforwardly without having to stress about it or think, oh, I've got to apply? There's nothing to apply, is there, actually, Francis?
No, definitely. I mean, because she's very busy. She's got a menagerie of animals, and it just fitted in okay. Morning and evening she did it when she did a normal skin routine. Yes, and it was absolutely marvellous.
So would she want to give it back, is the question?
No.
Wow.
The thing, do you guys find that now that you have this, you can't imagine not having it? That's how I feel.
Yes.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely to be able to talk to you. And do you know what, Francis? You're not alone, because obviously, as you know, you've been one of our lucky panels trying it out. Loads of fantastic comments along with yours. So, but delighted, thank you so much for calling in with this launch. We're literally showing it for the very first time on QVC. You've been ahead of the game and had an experience with Genevieve. So we thank you for that very much, and continued happy, successful zapping, let's just say, of those little blemishes, spots and acne.
My skin is going to be so good after this airing. I'm really excited, because I've been traveling overnight, and I can kind of feel them coming up, and that's what's great. The difference is with this, you can use it the minute you feel it. Let's get it. It's sending that light and heat energy under our skin, so you're going to treat it on the onset of an acne. Now, if you already have one and you can kind of see it, like I showed you the one on my chest here somewhere, absolutely, you can continue. Oh, there we go.
I can see a little
bit
of
Let's just show all my problems. There we go.
Tiny
there it is. Oh, wait, there it is.
Coming through the unit itself. As far as heat, I wouldn't go as far as even saying that. But I guess if you use the unit consecutive, if you have got a problem area, maybe you've got long hair, which is covering the spots. I mean, what's interesting to me is I spent a good 3 or 4 years at least of my life on antibiotics for acne.
And on continued ship and all these other things that you want to do. And there we go, I've just treated it. And I did it here in the studio. I didn't have to make an appointment. I didn't have to do anything. Once you have this, you have this. Like you said, years of money, years of, you know, things being shipped to you and sent to you and trying, and for me,
and also
a lot of those
the negative
don't work.
side effects of lots of the treatments like I was on with antibiotics. I just wish something like this had been available to me. I would have done anything, tried anything. My mother used to buy me the most expensive things to try to see if it made a difference, to raise my confidence. And I was a dancer, so, you know, didn't help having all the hair with all the sweat and things going on. If you're thinking, do you know, I'm getting breakouts, I'm too old to have breakouts, but I'm getting them. Great, pick it up. Your daughter might use it if you've got a daughter. Your son might use it. Your husband might use it. All you've got to do is wipe over the top. Now, we're using it with makeup on.
Yes.
So tell me about the reality of this. Are we meant to have any creams or anything on our face? Is it okay over makeup?
It's great to do it, obviously, if you have a clean face when you're doing your normal skin regimen. But at the end of the day, most of us, you know, throughout the day, you start to feel them. This will absolutely work if you have makeup on, if you have lotion on. Because what it's doing, again, I know we'll show the technology one more time on that animation, is it's sending that light and heat energy under our skin. So it's getting rid of the problem underneath the surface of our skin. So if you have makeup on or creams, it's perfectly fine. The best scenario would be if you're home in the evenings, you're doing your normal washing your face, kind of go after those spots, and then wait, and then tomorrow, you know, see if there's anything else you do.
Make sure your skin is dry before you're using it. Just a note about that price again. You know, if you're thinking, well, it's £100, Claire, I know. But as I say, if I go back in time, and even now, it's funny how something's going on with hormones, and, you know, I'm getting the odd things here and there.
I've got them everywhere.
And on my neck, what was that? Why suddenly there? That's a weird place. But, you know, I'm on the TV. Luckily, I'm a girl, so I've got makeup at my disposal to be able to try and conceal things. But, you know, your husband or your son doesn't have that to him. So if he's feeling really conspicuous, really embarrassed, his love life's not going where he wants it to go because he's just like, oh, Mum, I'm just stressed, you know. And actually, that probably doesn't help the situation. No. Pick it up for him.
Yes.
Give it a try. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's one purchase that you've got in your family. Now, actually, talking of boys, here's one of our reviews from Janet. My son trialled the no-no, and after a couple of days, the selected spots started to show improvement and disappear. He's had severe acne for a number of years and has constant antibiotics, so to find a machine that can help and supplement the treatment is great. And that's from Janet. We recommend you have a check with your doctor to make sure that, you know, you're happy and content, or he is, with the no-no being used in conjunction with anything you're buying topically and applying from the chemist and things like that, and over the counters at you know, in your high streets and things. It's absolutely fine to use. There's no plug. No, it's plugged in.
You can take this anywhere. I mean, you could throw this in your purse. You can
travel with it.
Travel with it. And what I loved about our last customer review is, you know, it is one thing to have the spots here and there, but when he said, you know, the son has severe acne, that's an emotional issue. I mean, that is a confidence thing, and to give this to someone, and I do have friends that have done the same thing with their sons because their sons don't want to use the makeup. This has changed their lives. It's changed their emotion. It's changed their confidence because they have kind of their little confidence booster right here. And like I said earlier, now that I have this, I don't know what I have done without it. My husband and I have been traveling kind of apart lately, and he's like, you had the no-no, don't you?
Really?
Oh, because at first when I got this at home, he knows I try beauty things. That's what I do for a living.
Of course.
And I got this at home, he's like, I'm not using that thing. And then as soon as, you know, he has them, you know, and we're in our mid-30s, and he has them bad. And now that he's using it and he realizes they're gone, he doesn't care what it looks like anymore. He just has to have it.
If it was pink and fluffy, he wouldn't mind because it's working.
He would still use it.
But for a guy that's really, really aware of, you know, oh, I don't want to try that, because that's a really cool gadget, isn't it, to be honest? It's a little bit like a little portable shaver. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. There's no plug. It is easy. You don't need to be near a plug socket to use it. You can use it at any time of the day, and the best time is just when you begin to feel it's lurking under the skin. It starts to hurt, starts to throb. You suddenly, it was like, where'd that come from?
I know.
When I went round to my friends for coffee this morning, I didn't have anything there. And now I've left a house, I've looked in the car mirror, just before I'm about to drive, and all of a sudden I've got this throbbing little red spot there.
Well, and that's a thing, if you know, I know we're going to show the animation again. It's helped me now that I use this to understand why over the years I've just made them so much worse.
Well, yeah.
And they've spread and all the different things. I mean, as much as we've tried with acne and everything else, at the end of the day, it's under our skin, no matter what we eat and try, and this is going to help it go away and go away immediately.
It can help reduce the inflammation for mild and moderate acne. If you use it at the onset, it could be very significant in reducing the literally all of that swelling, that redness. And we've heard from that, actually from Frances, talking about her daughter. £107.16, not £129.99 where you'd find it in Harvey Nichols and Selfridges and Boots. It is so worth a try, don't you think? 432875. Be sceptical. Please be sceptical. Go for it. 30-day money-back guarantee. But it does sound like you're not going to be sending it back. You've got that forever. And your mum has, and your sister has, and your father has, and your dad.